This is presented to Jim Matthews on the occasion of the dedication of New Washington High School Gymnasium as the James Matthews Gymnasium, presented October 17, 2009. What an honor.
Presentation, and I'm going to ask Miles and Samantha to help me with this one. The next item that you're going to see is going to be a constant reminder of a man who gave so much to the school and the community.
I'll take just a few moments to thank the administrative staff of Greater Clark, Dr. Tony Bennett, Board of Education. Great honor. It's just a shame that Shu could not be here to share this moment. The many things that she did to support me. Also to support the basketball teams that played here at New Washington, as well as at the other schools where I had coached. She was just a tremendous educator, but also a tremendous person, and had a tremendous influence on me, and I know on the players in which I coached. Also, I make special thanks to those people that spoke tonight and came up with all the lies. Someday, if you have a little time, I'll correct most of those stories and give you the real background on it. Mark Mitchell, see, I'm a pretty good guy after all. Mark is from Troy, Ohio. I hadn't seen him in 40 years. He was a classmate from Indiana Central, so I really appreciate him making the effort to get here. There are many others. I'm not going to go through a lot of names, but there are some special people I want to thank, plus the ones that spoke. And don't feel slighted that Jeff Washington, I'll mention him because he has done a record of all of the scoring and the history of New Washington basketball. I think he probably can still make it available. I think he sold it for what he had in, like $10 or $15 or whatever it was. I just gave one to Kenny Chesser here. Who was one of the real great players at Washington High School. Also want to thank Norman Wiggum, who kept clock not only for all the teams that I coached here, but for 53 years of supporting New Washington basketball. Steve Ball, who is not here, I want to thank him. He kept book, I believe, all the years that I coached. Except for the first three where George Stoner was still alive, and he kept the book, who made many contributions to New Washington High School. Another person I want to make a special thanks to, and she's here someplace, Ruth Bowman, who over the years has really helped me in keeping me out of trouble and took care of many things out of the office. So I really want to thank Ruth for all the things she contributed. Like all the former players that are here tonight, they would please stand up because they really are the ones that made this possible. If you would stand up, please. I think when I was here in London, we were standing up. I think I coached 5 or 6 players, maybe 7 that scored over 1,000 points. Several that scored over 900 points, 800 points. So while I coached here, there were some very fine basketball players, and they were really tremendous to me. They were tremendous to Shug, and they've been really tremendous to my family. Another person I really want to make a comment about is Jonathan May, the coach here now, who not to slight any of the other players, but probably of any of the players that I had, worked harder to be a basketball player of any that I've ever coached. He would run on Saturday, he would come in and do a lot of different things. So the New Washington basketball program is in tremendous hands. He is very bright, he's an excellent math teacher, and I know he will add to the legacy here at New Washington High School, and he deserves everyone's support. He does a tremendous job. I want to thank Brian Jones, who's on the school board. I know he had a lot to do with this. Bob McEwen on the school board. Really appreciate the things that they've done. I'm not going to hold you here any longer, and I do want to thank the support of the community. They've been tremendous. The student bodies always were very supportive. My family, I have my two brothers, Steve up here. Really appreciate him being here. My brother Kim. Okay, right there. Okay. I really appreciate you guys coming and your families. And the Jeff game, I know that was kind of a highlight. I know Ralph Scales here. That game came about, I'll only tell one story. Shook and I and the boys, I think I know they were in elementary school. We had gone to a movie in Jeffersonville. We came out. Don Poole and his wife Dorothy and Ralph and Marcia, they were coming out of the theater. We kind of got together, then we went to eat, I believe, over at that time it was Pike Inn or the Lighthouse now or whatever. And we talked about playing the game between New Washington and Jeffersonville. Jeffersonville had a lot on the line to play New Washington because they would have a lot to lose and we'd have everything to gain and really nothing to lose. And we discussed it, and Ralph wasn't totally in favor of it, but I don't think he was necessarily against it. And I had known Mark Bixler for a number of years before he came to Jeff High. When I was at Fremont, he was the assistant coach at Eastside, which was in Butler, Indiana. Plus, he coached at Edinburgh, and New Washington played Edinburgh when Mark Bixler was there. And then when he went to Jeff, I called Mark and asked him if he would go along with playing the game, and he was very supportive of the game, or it would never have come about. And really, that game probably was a springboard for confidence in our team that allowed us then to go on and play the New Albany's and the Kokomos and those types of teams and be successful. So I do want to thank Ralph for that, and particularly Mark Bixler, the late Mark Bixler, who passed away, I think, in 1990. He was a tremendous man and a tremendous basketball coach. And thank you very much for being here tonight, and I really appreciate the fact that you came and donated the $10, and the athletic department could really use that money. Thank you very much.